How y'all are this afternoon? This is your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, I got this old used gun. The old used gun I got today, I'm actually over here test firing some loads that I've worked up for this gun for a young man. But I thought, you know, if we're going to go over here and shoot, we might as well make a video and talk about it a little bit. The old used gun we got today is this guy. The Model 29 Smith & Wesson in 8 3/8 inch barrel. Woo! This is a newer Model 29 and it has a cut in here to accept scope mounts. So this is like the handgun hunter model as opposed to the silhouette target model or something like that. The Model 29 has been around for a while now. The Model 29 came out in 1955. The Elmer Keith had been experimenting with a Magnum 44 special caliber. So, you know, he came up with it, had a Wildcat pistol made in that caliber, and then eventually Smith & Wesson, because of Elmer Keith being who he was and the reputation that he had, Smith & Wesson came up with a 44 Magnum revolver. Now, the Model 29 is basically based on the Model 25 that had been around for a while, which was the basic same gun in 45 long Colt caliber. The Smith & Wesson, the 44 Magnum caliber is 10.9 by 33R in metric. You know, so it's just a pretty good, cool gun. Basically, what Elmer did was he come up with the idea of, he made the cartridge case a little bit longer. The loadings at the time were about the same, but the cartridge case was slightly longer for a couple of reasons, and the main reason was in making a longer Magnum cartridge is to allow the primer to have more flash area in the cartridge, giving it a more consistent burning rate. That's what one of the things says, but you know, it makes sense to me. Also give you space for more powder. So anyway, the 29 did not really take off when they came out with it. The school of thought is that when they came out with a rifle in caliber 44 Magnum, that's when 44 Magnum really started to take off. And that was 1959. Bill Ruger designed a semi-automatic carbine in caliber 44 Magnum in 1959. He came out with it, and looking very much like an oversized 1022. Actually, the 1022 came later. With all that having been said, let's shoot the old Model 29 here and see if the loads that I have worked up for it, which is 18.5 grains of number 9, accurate number 9, and I've got a chest center up down here at 15 yards, and you're just gonna see if I can even hit the chest center. Every time you change the loading of a gun, you change its zero. So, you know, we're going to just try this right quick and see how this works. It's a 240 grain semi-wad cutter lead lubricated with a Winchester Magnum primer. Okay, we can't get it all in the shot because the gun's so long, but we're going to try it here. See how it works out. There's a great big hole in the wood, but there ain't nothing in that target. All right, let's try it again. Oof. Oh, there we go. We're on the paper. We're on the paper. A little bit in the low. I think it's... Damn. It's supposed to be a light load. It ain't very light. It's on the paper. Okay. It's a little low. Yeah, it's a little low. Like I said, you know, you have to adjust it for every loading. Yeah, okay. Let's loadify some more up here. I was pretty sure I had 18 rounds. I guess I did. All right. Let's try a little Kentucky windage here and see if I can hit the bullseye anywhere around there. Dang. There's a reason why I never owned one of these things. I don't care for all that recoil. Oh, got one more. Lost countification. Lost my countification. He'll have to take this thing to the bench and at his place and zero it in. But all right, just for the sake of we being here, let's go down there and see what it actually did. Now, bear in mind, these are my hand loads, and that the old boy that owns this gun, he don't really care. He just wants something that'll shoot. Yeah. And this is a cold gun to me, so I'm not used to shooting this particular gun. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the paper out of 12 rounds fired. 1 or 2 of them may have actually got under the target. There's obviously, that bullet hole is the size of this bullet hole and that bullet hole and this bullet hole, so, you know, but they do shoot and they don't blow the gun up, so that's where I'm at. That's where I'm trying to get. You know, it's kind of a network thing. You know, I reload and he doesn't. And he got things and does things for me, and I do things for him. You know, it's kind of a networking deal. Anyway, so let's talk about the Model 29 price-wise. I've graded on this gun, and the finish of this gun is, I don't know, 95%. It's starting to show a little patina around here, you know. Few little spots on it, maybe where the wrong kind of oil was applied to it and allowed to set. There is a little wear around the muzzle. A little minor wear right around the cylinder face. It makes the transition from the side over to the front. Of course, all of the bluing's blown off the front of it. Other than that, there's no absolute nicks, scratches, and so forth. Gun's in time good, locks up good. You know, I don't know if those are the grips that came on it, but they are Smith & Wesson signature grips. So this gun is in like 95% condition. and it's worth, in today's market, probably $1,400. Yeah, that's right, 1,400 bucks. I went on Guns America to see what they wanted for Model 29s, and they're all floating around at, the buy it now price or so forth is all around $1,500, and I've seen a couple of three of them in there that weren't in as good a condition as this, or wasn't in as a desirable model as this, at $2,500. It's just unreal. I think a young man bought this at Cook's Collectibles down in Danville down here, and it was, I think it was 900 bucks is what he had to pay for it. I've never owned one, but these guys are getting to where they're worth serious money. I looked at one on Gunbroker today that was a 4-inch that had been carried as a duty gun that was in horrible condition, and they wanted $800 for it. So it's the prices are all over the place like a mad woman's underclothes. It's just ridiculous what they want for a 29. And nowadays, Smith & Wesson only sells 29s that are so-called custom shop guns. Duh. Whatever that means. What that means is you pay more money for it. But, well, that's about the size of that. Maybe some cases back. Come here, you. Rolled off the table. Ooh. Like to take Sheriff Pie, commentate, and subscribe. Let's be careful during these dangerous times. We not only got the disease, we also got a bunch of shenanigans loose in the world, and people seem to think very highly of themselves and not much of us. Y'all have a blessed 2A day, and God bless each and every one of you, and let's be careful now. Can't afford to lose anybody. We'll see y'all.